for cars to start. Oh, got smoke right there.
And that's Alex Labbe in the 36. He's a Canadian known for his road racing ability, driving for Mario Goslin, and that will bring out our first caution. It happens at lap 5. Was running 17th when he got out of shape.
Man,
all by himself.
It just shows you the difference in what that air does to those cars, in particular off the corner. Sometimes you'll have a lot of wheel in it. Sometimes you just never know. Got loose and spun around.
Early caution at Daytona for Alex Labbe. Justin Allgaier scored as the race leader.
You can talk about that game plan, and as soon as you put that helmet on, somehow it squeezes the blood flow.
Brandon Jones.
Brandon Jones, who won the opening stage, crashes at the end of stage 2 and more contact. Wow, that was scary. Cody Ware in the 17 got him.
And they had a lot of rain today at Daytona. The infield is absolutely, I mean, there's standing puddles in the infield, so we knew if somebody got down there, it was going to be big trouble.
Definitely worst case scenario. You saw it fold the front end under, and he was along for the ride.
Red flag is out at Daytona for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Big crash as we ended stage 2, and it all started with Brandon Jones.
Yeah, it did. Just, you know, it's unfortunate. The thing is, the grass looks so short. It's just so much rain today. As soon as he got in that.
What we were talking about earlier, of how it makes those split-second decisions as a driver. You're hearing what your spotter's telling you, and you're trying to side draft there to get to the line. Then when you realize you have to get left, the amount of time it took to make that adjustment and get down there, that gap is closed up already. It doesn't take but an inch or two
just
to get clipped and get turned like that. And the hard thing about these infields, and we see this at a lot of tracks that have tri-ovals that have grass in them, either the grass is really tall, but like you said, at Daytona, it's really short, but the problem is you have to be able to drain the water. So that infield, even though it looks really, really flat, it's not flat. It has a lot of areas where that water has to drain down, and so that creates those humps. And with the splitter heights as low to the ground as they are, it doesn't take much of a difference there to get that splitter to dig in.
Tony, if I can get Pam to back this up one more time, did you see how close you were to spending a bunch of money in that wreck? I mean, he barely
I was
missed
trying to not
ride.
look at that, but I have to admit that I caught that.
Watch how close he is to hitting Riley Herbst right here, which is your automobile.
That'll be the black and green 98 when Herbst comes through.
He spins down, and when he comes back up across the track, Tony, this is the car that, it's your car that he almost hits right here. It's the black 98. Watch this. Whoosh. I'm not sure. I think it did hit it a little bit.
He might have got a piece. And real close for Michael Annette that was able to sneak.
Makes a move to the pits, and everything accordions in the back. Everybody's trying to jockey for position, get down to the bottom to where they can pit.
And this 9 times out of 10 is miscommunication.
You can see it right here with the 9 start to get loose right here. Oh. Then Michael Annette.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, this is miscommunication where the spotters mid-pack and back of the pack have no idea that those lead lap cars are getting ready to pit and miss that, so they don't give that information to the drivers. And they just think a second line's developing on the bottom, and next thing you know, as soon as they come off of 4, they start checking up.
Well, some of them aren't getting that information. I mean, you know, that is, you know, inside information you're getting from a team, from an organization, obviously from a manufacturer like that, but you can see everybody getting on the binders, try to figure out what they're doing.
That's Cindric leading them. Looked like Josh Berry was going to come down. Justin Allgaier.
Hit it all accordion, clear from the front.
And watch the 9 car in the center of the screen there. Bam! Gets hit in the back. He's got the wreck made. He's done a good job of staying out of trouble, and then gets hit from a car from behind.
Heads up move from Austin Cindric and his team, too, because you could see pit road closed. The light went on, and he immediately darted up from the lead. Obviously, gave up the lead right there. But Potter put him right on the money where he was wanting to be. The information, everything, spot on.
It's something that I saw him do there that I wasn't used to doing in that scenario. 2 downshifts.
Yeah, and that'll slow you down. That's a great thing. I was going to say, man, he got a good downshift, helped him slow down, got another one in a second. Definitely great job all the way around by that whoever
lap of the race. So if you're
trouble right here past the start finish line, one car goes spinning down to the inside. That car out of control is going to be Cesar Bacarella goes spinning down to the inside. He got a tag from behind in a bump draft right off the tri-oval, and Bacarella spins to the inside, and there are 7 cautions now on the speedway.
So we will slow him back down to 70 miles an hour. I was getting ready to say that Jason White, not a bad guy to hook up to. He was leading that second group.
Cars all on the inside, and they're separating each other right now.
Look at that.
Oh, there it
And
is.
there goes Ty Dillon. Big crash.
Didn't see that coming. Ty Dillon moved out, tried to go 3 wide. Unfortunately, collected a lot of cars right there. I don't know.
Mainly from the standpoint that you took 3 teammates, 2 of them just got in the crash together. So now you got individual guys that are going to have to figure out how to do it on their own. It's going to totally change into this Justin Allgaier fast car all day. He gets caught up in it. And we knew with less...
Josh Berry. So Dale Jr. will not win his 8th race at Daytona.
Yeah, you see him pushing hard. Everything's kind of going normal here, and then Titus made a move to the outside, went 3 wide. He almost made it. It almost worked, and it just didn't. Couldn't get clear. Tried to, spun out. And Daniel Hemrick, he didn't do anything wrong there. I mean, it was just, he was along for the ride. Unfortunately, tore a lot of cars up right there.
And the hard part for Ty is he lost that push from Barry. You know, there's a whole car separation. He gets that run and loses him, and then just before he clears Hemrick, that's where he loses that momentum and doesn't have the push to finish that pass. He's by himself right here. He has no help, and that's just pulling him back right there, all right at one little small moment there that creates that whole thing.
See the 11 of Justin Haley involved, nowhere to go. He was looking for his 4th consecutive win on a super speedway. Would have matched Dale Jr. for the most wins in a row all time when it comes to Daytona and Talladega. Brandon Brown, who's been so strong tonight, got a piece of the action, but not done for the night, I don't think. See him there in that bright yellow 68.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's one that Ty Dillon's going to watch and wish he had a chance to do that one over again, unfortunately.
But at the same time, you can't really fault him.
Teammate, this is the Leaf Home Solutions onboard camera.
Boy, I don't know about you, but I don't miss that sound being inside the car and hearing all that.
No, he goes the other way. You're gone.
Watch those guys in the outside lane that get through. And among them, A.J. Allmendinger. I mean, Brett Moffitt, Austin Cindric, pretty well out in front of it. But Allmendinger just able to clear it before they started sliding high. And I think the 2 at Myatt Snyder was also able to drive through without any damage.
Austin Cindric, Roger Penske, all the races that he's won, even at this. Oh, crash right there.
And here we go. Crash. 6 laps remaining. It's our 9th caution of the night. The 4 is Landon Cassill. And that 44, Tommy Joe Martins.
Just got turned.
Yeah, it's going to need more than Blue Emu to fix that and make that feel better.
I hate it for Tommy Joe. And unresponsive. He's just trying to get that car going. He is moving around inside the race car.
Just got turned in the right rear.
And that black car, Jeb Burton. And this is going to be the onboard, the visor cam with Jeb Burton. We'll see this replay next.
It's getting a big run there.
There you go. 4-car line. Nice work.
Yeah, just the hole he was going for started closing up. He had a huge run.
Was his hand out the window waving to that guy behind him, thank you for not running me over, or please don't do it now? Man, look how close that was.
Godovic in the 26, never raced at Daytona before tonight. that wet grass.
The grass always wins.
Somebody's got a lot of work to do tonight.
That is the sure bet that you can bet on at Daytona, is that infield is always going to win.